Hey guys, it's Chef Scott Pearson here at Infusion. We're going to be doing the beef tongue challenge. Deanna and I were a little late with that. We couldn't get it in time. But to appease Greg, Benny, and you, Christo, we're going to do it today. I'm going to prepare a dish. We're going to take the tongue and I'm going to braise it. I'm going to put that over a southwestern risotto. And we're going to do a couple other surprises with that. And we're also going to do it another way. I'm going to make beef tongue dim sum with ginger and some other little surprise seasonings. So one of the things people are intimidated about is that tongue is how to prepare it. Some people feel you should skin it. Some people feel you cook it. I like to braise it with the skin on, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it up, and then we'll have some photographs along with the video for a little bit more on that, okay? So what we're going to do first is one thing I want to make sure is we have a sharp knife always, okay? So we want to steel the knife a little bit, get it really sharp, okay? Then we're going to take our tongue. We're going to cut it into fairly big pieces because we don't want it to disintegrate, which it will, because when beef tongue is cooked, it's got the texture of like corned beef. Okay, so we're going to cut it in fairly large pieces. And this will also ensure that it cooks evenly. Okay, and you can see on the inside of the tongue here, it's it's all muscle. There's very little fat. So when the recipe is out, we're going to put the recipe up also with this. We're going to infuse some fat to make it a little more, a little more robust, a little more savory, if you might say, and this way it doesn't dry so much. So here you go, and just keep posted, and we'll keep posted actually, and we'll have this up tomorrow. Thanks. Okay, guys, now we got our pan. It's brought up to super high heat. Put extra virgin olive oil on the bottom so we can actually sear the tongue. And what we want to do is infuse the seasoning that's on there. I've aggressively seasoned with salt and pepper, and we want to create a nice crust and caramelize it. So now that the pan is up to heat temp, the oil is up to temp, we're going to put that in there. Now that's what we want to hear, okay? That's the sound of food cooking. So we're going to put our tongue all inside the pan here. Okay. One of the common mistakes made with braising is people confuse braising with boiling. Okay, boiling is very high heat all the way through, and braising is low and slow. And what we want to do is we don't want to submerge it in with the braising liquid. What we want to do is we're actually going to put it up about halfway to 3/4. And it's always good to use some sort of acidic base. It helps to break down the human proteins inside the meat, and helps it to get softer faster. This is a very unforgiving piece of meat. It's got to be cooked perfectly the first time. Okay. As you can see, we just flipped over the tongue, and we can see the nice caramelization forming. You see that the seasoning really took well to the meat. It's appeared really nice. So now what we want to do is we want to add our braising liquid. I've chosen a cab, nice Cabernet to do this. And what we want to do, the common misnomer with braising is people mistaking it for boiling. So we want to only fill it up halfway to 3/4. Then we're going to lower that heat and cook it low and slow. Okay. Okay, we're doing the first dish in the beef tongue challenge, and we got here is we did a beef tongue dim sum. Traditionally Asian, we have a little ginger in there, sauteed mushrooms, carrots, spinach, shallot, and garlic, a hint of soy sauce. The recipe will be on with the video, and I'm going to show you how we did this and how we're going to finish it off and plate it. So, we're going to start off with regular store-bought wonton wrapper, and here's our mixture right here. And what you want to do is you want to put a little bit in here because you don't want it to burst. It's an appetizer, okay? Put a little bit there right in the center. Okay, then you want to bring it up, and it's almost going to be like a package. Okay, so we're bringing up the corners, okay, and then we're bringing up the other corners and folding it in like that and pinching, and the same thing here. And then we bring everything up to the center together, and we hold it in our hand, and we just pinch all around, and we make this nice little package. Okay, then what we do is we have our steamer ready, and we bring it over and we put it inside our steamer, and we cover it and we let it steam for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then we'll have a beautiful Asian inspired beef tongue dim sum. Stay tuned for the plating. Okay, now that our beef tongue dim sum are done, I'm going to show you a plating idea that we'd use at Infusion. We're going to start off with a little bit of it's a 3-pepper infused extra virgin olive oil, and we're just going to roughly just drizzle that on the plate. Okay. Right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our dim sum, and we're just going to plate that up. A little bit more of the oil on top. Finish that off with a little chiffonade of spinach. Just add a little more color and vibrancy. Then what we like to do is add, this is a very good quality balsamic vinegar. Add a little sweetness also with acidity. Just drizzle that on top. And then our sweet pepper chutney. We're going to finish each dim sum off with that. Just a little bit. We don't want anything to overpower. And there we have it. There's the first course of the Beef Tongue Challenge. It's beef tongue dim sum. Okay, now for the entree portion of our Beef Tongue Challenge. What we did is we made a southwestern Asian risotto. The recipe will follow on after the video. And what we did is we have the braised tongue, and we peeled it, and it's almost like a loin of filet mignon, for instance, like a little Chateaubriand. So what we want to do is we want to cut that into like 1/4-inch slices. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to take it and we're just going to put it right on top of our risotto. Okay, and now we have, this is the beautiful braising liquid that I've reduced. It's got the Cabernet in there, it's got shallots, a little balsamic vinegar, and we made a reduction of that. And I just want to hit that with a little bit of the reduction. And remember I said we were going to fuse this with fat? There's also a little bit of bacon fat in there. That's to give it, because it's a muscle, it's a whole muscle. There's not really any fat content. You want to add it. So what we did is we infused it with some bacon fat inside the sauce and in the braising liquid. Okay, it's just very simple, this dish, and what we do now is we're going to top it with a little cilantro, spinach, and a little shallot salad right on top. Really nice. Then we're going to take a nice quenelle. A nice quenelle of our red pepper, 3-pepper chutney here. Okay, it really goes nice. It pulls everything together. It balances out the sweetness. Okay. Then we're going to finish with just a little bit of our 3-pepper oil here. Just drizzle it around the plate, like so. And then a little more sweet and acid together, a little balsamic vinegar around there, and that's it. And there we have it. Benny, Greg, Christo, there it is. The Beef Tongue Challenge finished as promised.